Hey everybody, welcome back. That's right, it's here, the Frankenquest 3, and look how pretty it really is. I absolutely love this head strap. I know the Bobo VR one is probably a better one to 90% of you out here, but for me, this one just gets it all done, and it's absolutely fantastic. So, I'm going to show you how I did it without 3D adapters. There will actually be a link in the description below if you do have a 3D printer and you want to print them yourselves, because they are not on sale on the market at all yet. But if you have a 3D printer, there's a link with all the files and what you need to do to actually get this to work. I do not have a 3D printer, so I bypass that and kind of just use some makeshift things that work absolutely well, and I love it so far. It feels great. It makes the headset a tiny bit heavier, but it's really not that bad at all. If you want these earmuffs for your audio solution, which is absolutely a must-have for me, this is how you do it. Let's check it out. Okay, folks, so one of the first things you obviously need to buy is the VIVE Deluxe Audio Strap. You can find this on all kinds of different places, but the best place to buy this right now is on Amazon. It's only $24.99, and that is one hell of a deal right now. I would most definitely buy this as soon as possible before it shoots up in price, because it just most inevitably will with everybody trying to mod their Quest 3. I bought mine way back with the Quest 1, so I most definitely made the Frankenquest mod for that. And it was real simple and easy. We got to do a few things for this to work, especially without the adapters, but it's really not a major deal. But for $24.99, you really can't beat it at all. I might pick up another strap myself. Next thing you want to do is also on Amazon, you will need to pick up some of these hook and loop straps, basically. Some of you might have these laying around the house with some of your cables. A lot of big battery cables. They come with basically a little strap so you can kind of wind it up and Velcro it together so it doesn't come apart, so you can use that as well. But for the most part, that's pretty much what you need right there. I would probably go with the thinner one, because you're going to need to be able to hook it through the top of the Quest itself, so it needs to be thin. So I would definitely go with the smaller one, or the 1-inch should be able to work pretty good. Shouldn't be a problem with there, but the smaller the better. You can kind of look later on and see at the top of the Quest 3, you know, it's a pretty wide loop that we're going to be going through, and an inch should be just fine as well. Next up, you're going to need these D-rings, because these D-rings are actually, and I know that sounds terrible, but these rings actually are going to be used with the hook and loop strap that we have, and we definitely need that, and I'll show you how that works. Then you can kind of run to Home Depot, or you can just go on Amazon, and I use these hook and loop Velcros, which hold up to 15 pounds, and we'll show you where to place those, and they work absolutely phenomenal. And then other than that, you're just probably going to need some zip ties. So you can pretty much just get zip ties from anywhere. You can pick those up from Home Depot, you can pick them up from Amazon, you know, anything of that nature. And look at me, I'm just not even typing in zip ties here, but zip ties, there we go. Pretty much anything will do, whatever color you want, pick those up. I just got some black ones. You're going to be cutting them down eventually, so not a major deal. And let's go ahead and hop right into it, and I will kind of show you the first thing you need to do. So the first thing you need to do when you actually get the strap is, because of all the Quest versions so far, the audio jack has been on the left side of the headset. You are going to reroute the wire, or the headset jack, from the DAS strap to the right side. And it's actually really simple. It's not a major deal, but it does take a little finagling So what you actually want to do here is you want to, this coiled part is going to be on the right side over here. And basically you're just going to remove this second wire that's sitting down here. And basically you are going to have this coil for the audio jack, and you kind of want to stretch it out a little bit. Don't tug too hard on it, but you want to reroute it from the right side over here down in through the channel, and then kind of have it come out the top like so, and then it'll hang out on the left side for the Quest 3. So technically, we're going right to left here, but on the Quest 3, we'll be moving it from left to right. So it'll be over here on this side, and you just want to reroute it through this channel here, just like in the picture, out to this side over here. Then this wire that you removed from the beginning to enable you to get the aux cord in there, you can actually rework that back into the channel so both wires actually hang in there and sit nice and flush with the channel. Now, I forgot to mention that you can see all the Velcro that's here. That's all from the factory. So when you first get it, you're going to have the cushion that's in there. So you're going to have to remove that nice and slowly. Don't rip that apart. Just kind of pull it off nice and slow, and you can start from the bottom. And then once you have everything rerouted, basically you just go ahead and put your foam back on there. And bada bing, bada boom. That's about it. Nothing too major, nothing too hard. All simple and easily done. So pretty much once you actually have it all together here, all you're going to do is take the inside of the VIVE strap and the outside of the Quest 3, and that's where you're going to place your Velcro. You're going to place one on each side. One on the VIVE side and then one on the Quest side, and then basically just marry them up. And that's basically what the Velcro is going to be for. Then you're going to take a zip tie and kind of zip tie it just for some extra protection, and so it doesn't fall off. And you want to make sure it's snug, and you really don't need the zip tie, but I did it just to have it done. And then really the only other thing is this is where you're going to be using that ring and the small loop strap. Basically, you're just going to put the D-ring through the top of the VIVE headset part, and basically it just loops around. As you can see, you basically just loop it right through there. Not a big deal, nothing major. And then you're going to take the other Velcro part and see if I can show you real quick. Inside right here is basically a loop. Now you'll need to take the facial interface off. Be careful when doing that, but basically you just loop that hook and loop that you have right through it, and then right through the ring, and Velcro it off right here, and that's really all it is. Now you may need to cut that hook and loop just so it fits properly. But other than that, that's really about it. If you want, you can add a battery pack to the very back. I did that with just Velcro once again. This is a Rebuff Reality battery pack. And that's kind of how I did that, just to get the extra play time. Yeah, and you can see it plugs right into the audio jack. And there you have it. If you do a battery pack, you can kind of run the wire just straight through the actual top of the VIVE strap, and it comes down here and down and around. And that's really it. I mean, it's nothing major. It feels great. It sounds great. Now, I will not lie to you guys. As far as I can tell, the speaker audio with the headset itself, the Quest 3 headset, does sound a little bit louder, but not as crispy. These headset headphones for the actual VIVE do sound great, but the Quest 3 ones, to me, sound louder. But I have it mostly for the comfort. I love the comfort of the HTC or VIVE, strap, and that's really why I like it. I'd like to try the Bobo VR one, but we'll see what happens. I really don't want to spend the money on it. I'm just in love with the Frankenquest, and here we go. Once again, the Frankenquest 3. All of you that liked it, definitely check it out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. All the links will be in the description below for all the things you need to buy. And we'll also leave the link in the description below for people that want to have the files for the adapters that are actually for this specifically already. Somebody on Reddit has actually made the 3D files, and if you have a 3D printer, you can totally print those out. But I don't have one, so this is what I did, and it works phenomenally. So, as always, if you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we will definitely check you out in the next video. Y'all have a great day.